Hey folks, this is ioEther back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Anakin Dude Cool in his ST-1. This is a tier 9 game on Fisherman's Bay. And so yeah, this should be a good game. This, by the way, is the tier 9 Russian heavy tank. This is the one that diverged off from the KV, or it leads off from the KV4, KV3, and so, yeah. So, how do you kill this thing? Well, this is something that people have wondered for ages, and this is unfortunately not a weak spot. So, it kind of looks a lot like the IS-3's top hatch, which definitely is a weak spot, right? Anyway, so basically, you kill this thing by shooting it in places you don't expect to be able to shoot it. Water glacis is the average spot. That's where you always shoot a tank. However, most of the time, you'll find this thing not able to shoot at its lower glacis. If it's side scraping, then try and put a shot around here. That should be have a decent chance of going in. That's probably the best chance you're going to get. Generally, don't bother because of, I'm sure you can see any. I don't know. Look. Anyways, I'm sure there's space armor under here. I don't remember exactly where, but just yeah, good luck. From the front. All of this, anything looks like upper glacis, is actually your best bet for penning, assuming you can't see the lower glacis. Assuming he's got this covered, then just shoot it here with some gold, or anything that beats about 230 millimeters of penetration, and you'll go into it. Surprisingly enough, this covering for the driver is actually more heavily armored than the entire front plate. So don't shoot it, it's not a weak spot. It's actually a strong point. And then of course, because this turret is so rounded and so thick, don't bother shooting the front of that either. Don't bother shooting the gun mantle. Don't bother shooting the gun. None of that is going to do anything you want to do. Oddly enough, the cupola is not really a weak spot. It's as strong as the driver's hatch. So if you have like 245, 250 pen, yeah, you might be able to go through these two. Or you can just put 230, 240 through here. Or really, I mean, yes, not huge differences, I get that. But at the same time, the front upper glacis is still easier to pen than the driver's hatch or the cupola, and don't even bother shooting at the front of the turret. It's just not worth your time. So that is how you kill an ST-1. We're gonna get into a battle now and see if anyone else uses that information. So now, as we roll into the game, I do want to say, as always, if you think that this game deserves the MVP, which considering how good the stats looked at the end, this game is probably going to be in the contender for that. Please do hit the like button, as that is how we judge the MVPs by. The one with the most likes gets the MVP for the week, and that is 500 gold given to the winner. If you think I deserve more subscribers, then please do share this. And all things, thank the Patreons, for they really do support this channel and keep this thing going. Without them, this would be a lot slower and a lot less awesome. Yeah. Okay, so Anakin is setting up a great little side scrape here, and he's going to wait for somebody to wander out into his gun sights. Now, as much as this, what's it? Okay. He's checking his angling. Okay, but so as much as this gray thing is in the way, the drain pipe, I'm fairly confident he can shoot through it, and it won't actually hamper him at all. He's checking his angling on his armor, making sure it's right. Ooh, and then Rang goes just in time to bounce the Conqueror and the SP-1 C, and now of course the Conqueror just takes his tracks off again. Now he's firing blind because he thinks he has an idea where the Conqueror is. He's following this laser back. And the Conqueror is not actually doing any damage to him yet. He was just bounced a couple of times. Poor Conqueror has the small gun. And so he's going to have trouble penning just about everything anyway. Hopefully the VKB does something silly like pull out so we can see his side armor. but I don't think that's something we're gonna have to worry about right this second. IS-2 would be nice if it would come out. SP-1C revealing himself, but unfortunately our shell hit something or missed somehow. Oh, it took his tracks off. That's what happened. We took his tracks off, I bet you. Doesn't matter. Second shell finds its way home, and that's one guy who's not going to be shooting at us anymore. As you can see, that folks are trying to get his upper glacis, and just missing slightly. And actually, yeah, that's. They're going to need some pen if they want to go through there. So he is really just trying to bait this Conqueror and to continue to fire at him. Seeing as it's not been going through yet, there's no reason why he can't continue to just rack up the damage. And wait, so is this? I don't know. I think that's my mission. Yay, I got to ram somebody to death. But I would like to know what mission he's on. If maybe he's trying to block damage for a mission or something like that. Finally, we see the Conqueror way back there. We know he's fallen back. There's no reason to not push. The VKB, though, is still something we need to keep our eye out for. T10 really does need reinforcements. He's up here, not all alone, but alone enough that he's getting himself trounced. And nice shot into T20, immobilizing it and making sure that we can, freeze it in location. I don't think he's going to get a shot into the Conqueror, though. That could have gone badly because of the fact that he swung his rear end out into the firing lane, basically. We just got shot by T-34 from way back there, who somehow bounced off the back end of us. I don't see where that bounced off of, but it doesn't really matter. It did. And setting himself up for the side scrape. Unfortunately, the VK has anticipated this and is in position so that it doesn't really matter. But the VK is over-angled. That's such a powerful tank. He's over-angled the side armor and giving us just beautiful shots into the side. He's still over-angling. We don't want to over-angle in return. That would not be helpful, but again, being over-angled from that, or that VK being over-angled, we don't actually need the heat. At the fairly certain we could go through without the heat. But it doesn't matter. Might as well use some assurances. And one more shell like that, and that's going to be the end of this poor VK. You notice he carries more HE than he does heat. I think that's a mistake on his part, but that's okay. Nice shot into the flat of the armor. Shooting the flat of that turret gives the heat shell the most likelihood of penning, and thus doing damage. In the meantime, the Conqueror has been destroyed by our KB3, but actually, just after that, everybody but the KB3 died. We only have a T-32 left on the other side of the board, and a KB3 here, and there's a ton of enemies coming this way. And they gotta know that we're vulnerable right now because of the fact that we have so few guys on our team. Nice shot into the prototype, and then immediately gets into cover. And he knows there's a T-34 behind him, so he's got to push this T-28. And he's firing into the flattest possible armor, and now actually reversing in such a way that he puts his armor towards the T-34 and then puts his armor towards the T-28. Kills the T-28 and goes forward to get out of the line of fire of that T-34. He's not, in fact, going to be able to... What did you shoot? You shot right there. That apparently is a bounce. How did you manage that, T-34? You had the back end of an ST-1 to shoot at, and somehow you shot the only part that you could bounce. Okay. Oh, tracking him in place. T-34 doesn't want us to close distance on him. He actually wants friendlies right now, so he's trying to get around. No, he's trying to circle us. It's a little weird, but okay. Well, whatever. Go ahead and take out his support, and now use the wreck of this Conqueror as, well, cover. And now he's just gonna go ahead and start murdering this poor guy who thought he was being smart by using the Conqueror as cover, but in fact all he's done is Made it harder for him to live. Ooh, unfortunately not going to get the last shell into the T-34 before he's able to get away behind the houses. Looks like, though, he's just circling the houses and going to try this again. No, in fact, he's running away. He has decided that without help from somebody, he's not going to be able to kill this ST-1. And he's right about that. It is going to take some help. Unfortunately for this poor T-34, there is no help coming. Not until our T-32 finally dies. And now, eventually, he's going to get some help. Now, it is going to take the Lorraine about a minute to get over here. So we got that much time to kill this guy. If you're auto-locked onto him, you can possibly come around the house and pop him one. Do not go out into the open. This is a bad idea, as his allies will get clear shots on you before... Wait, did he just tracked us and then sat there and waited for us to shoot him? Oh, okay, I mean, we're not going to say no to free damage. But it's kind of silly of this poor guy. He's reversing. He was reversing to get away from us. How was that going to help? You could barely go fast enough in his forward gear to get away from us. How was reversing going to do any better? Really, the only chance the T-34 had was if he could track us in place and then get around behind us and get a shot in. But that not being something he even tried, if that didn't work, then the T-34 just had no chance. He should have just tracked us and ran, and then got to somewhere where the Lorraine could help him out. But the Lorraine, like, I don't understand this Lorraine either, because he seems to be I think he's trying to chase us, but he doesn't understand that the turrets can shoot backwards as well as forwards. That just because we're driving in one direction doesn't mean our turret can't be facing the other direction. What is going on? Oh, the Black Prince is on 47 health. So if this shot bounces for some insane reason, which it obviously didn't, we could just HE him to death with the next shot. And HE is what he should be loading right now, by the way. Well, 68 pen. Actually, that might not be enough to go through the IKV's armor. Oh, wait. He drowned himself? Apparently he decided that the game wasn't worth it anymore. Wait a second. No, that's the IKV right there. Did he miss the turn? Or did he jump into the lake on purpose? Because he is literally right. I think he tried to cut that corner and he missed. I bet you money that's what happened. I bet you that he tried to cut that corner and he was planning on coming up here somewhere so he could shoot into the back of us as we tried to climb this hill, or maybe as we sat defending cap, which also would have been the other thing that we could and he cut that corner too hard and he dropped in the lake. Because 800 damage or 800 health right there, he is in the exact same spot I would expect him to be in. You can tell from the laser he fell off in that corner. He must have been trying to cut the corner, missed and fell in the lake and died, and just embarrassed himself to no end. But this is the invincible ST-1, and apparently nobody was shooting it anywhere helpful. Side of this thing is apparently armored with plates of adamantium. Because watching that poor T-34 struggle was just glorious and hilarious and awesome. And thank you so much, Anakin, for saying this game in. I hope if you had a mission that this got it completed, because good lord, yeah, it should have. See you guys in a sec. Yeah, Master Badge, Ace Tanker, obviously. Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, the coveted Bradley Walters. A cool-headed because almost nothing penned this guy all game. defender, steel wall, high caliber, top gun. He needs another medal that's called like invaluable, the invincible. Because good lord, he just walked through the enemy team and went, "Oh, hi guys, are you shooting at me? Because it doesn't feel like it." 6,000 damage. That's twice as much as anyone else on his team did, by the way. And that's only this guy. Like, I mean, you can start adding these together and not get up to some of that. Like, yeah, that's just crazy. I'm sure you can add the bottom half of the team together and not equal his damage. That's just crazy. And I mean, you can actually almost add the top two damage. No, I guess not the top two. But it does come close to that. Good lord. Just so much damage this game. And then he blocks so much more. 25 shots bounced off him this game. Or sorry, 24 shots bounced off him. 21 shot went in. I don't even remember what shot us did damage. It was something early on in the game. Shot us and did one shell of damage. It was like 400 damage or something in this game. That's all he pays and costs. Everything else is just walking through the enemy team, dealing death everywhere he went. This was a great game. Thank you so much, Anakin, for this. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope that helps you out on your Wednesday, gets you through that hump in the middle of the week with this bit of awesomeness. And I can't wait to see more of it. This is a great tank, and I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much, Anakin, for letting me see this. I will see you all next time. Please don't forget, in all things, thank the Patreons, for they are awesome. And this is ioEther out.